Walk and talk here, actually, for once. I'm actually looking at the news here, and they said that Trump struck Iran last night. Limited strikes, like supposedly they struck missile batteries and different radar systems that were used to take down the drone that got knocked down. Which, if you really think about it, I mean, why would they shoot the drone down, baby? Because it was in their space, in their airspace. But then they keep saying that no, it wasn't in their airspace. It was in international airspace. So you got conflicting stories there, and we're wondering how is this? Are they lying to us again and saying that this drone went in there when it didn't? Because that's what it seems like. Or they could have just been they did put the drone into their airspace on purpose just to egg them on. Just so, we could get Iran mad enough to shoot it down. And maybe that's what happened. And then so Trump goes in last night and then pulls out. So they had it all planned out. They had all the stuff set up. Let me go this way, actually. They had it all set up to go into Iran last night, and they didn't. This is huge. This is like really big, because that shows that Trump actually has a little bit of control over his administration, over what happens with the wars and these strikes. So, this is a good sign, I think. And it really makes me think that, Trump has a little bit more control than we thought he did, if he's not actually doing these strikes. Like, they set it up. They set it up to have the strikes last night, guys, and he didn't do it. So he actually is showing that he's anti-war slightly, even though we have him signing us into all these other wars. Oh, my hat. But that's the problem with being tall, dude. I always knock my hat off or something. That's why I always wear a hard hat at work, actually. But so Trump didn't do it. He didn't strike these people. He did limited strikes. He didn't strike actual human beings, is what I'm saying. He did actually have some of these, like I said, missile batteries and stuff shot up. The ones that supposedly knocked down the drone. Which is it's really just hard to believe that story, man. We got these drones, and they're in their airspace. What would we do if we had Iranian drones in our airspace? What would we do? We would fire them down. We'd shoot them down, for sure, without a doubt. And so, but the whole thing with the boat and the mines, they were placed above the water line, first of all. Second of all, they said that they found handprints, and they were Iranian handprints, which is bizarre. How do you know that it's an Iranian handprint? Unless you actually know whose handprint it is. And they had no time at all to actually do that kind of I know the military has forensic teams and stuff like that. But, really? It's an Iranian. They don't even tell you who it is. There's it's an Iranian. Let's get him. And nobody else, the Japanese oil tanker, the people who owned it didn't believe it. It's just really ridiculous, man. You got these people in there that are trying to control not only the narrative of why we should go in there, but the actual buttons. And Trump's basically shoving them off, hey, no, you know what? This is gonna really actually cost me my election. So I think he did the right thing here. He's done a lot of other messed up stuff, but you gotta admit that this is a good move on his part. That he actually isn't dropping the ball and dropping the bombs, man. So we'll see what else happens. And, good job, Trump. We'll just give you, that's one score for Trump here. Now all we need to do is get I mean, it's really these. Henry Kissinger met at the Pentagon. It was yesterday or the day before. So that's going on too. You know, all this stuff is going on, and you have these people that are pushing for the war.